Welcome to Backpage Blues. Robert Lewandowski to Chelsea? Let's find out. I'm joined by Charlie, the Hurricane Skillen from the Mail Online.
Yeah, how are you, mate? You just got back from Ukraine.
Yeah, I had a good time in the Ukraine, but what I was really impressed by, Yarmolenko. I'm hearing that he may be on Chelsea's radar.
He very much is on Chelsea's radar. We reported this at the Mail last week. Mourinho actually went to scout him during the international break. Now, it's not a player that we mentioned in the summer because, frankly, Chelsea were looking a little bit of a level above that. Although he's been really impressive this season. Everton were very close to signing him in the summer, but he's going to be one of those players that's going to be either available on a free in the summer or at a very, very cut price in January.
Okay, well I think he'd look really good. I've just got back from the Ukraine, like literally just got back and met my friend Charlie, like happy days. But he was played on our wing, like as the away fans there, he was on our wing. And he was giving Azpilicueta a torrid time. He's really good, isn't he?
Yeah, he got past him quite a few times. Look, I think he's an impressive player. I think this is a lot to do with our start to the season. I really don't think Pedro has settled in that well, and Pedro's admitted as such in the Spanish press. Obviously, I'm not saying we're going to get rid of Pedro, but we may need another kind of wing option.
Yeah.
So you know, he's a player that is available, and he's a very good player. So Chelsea, he's very much on Chelsea's radar. Yeah,
somebody you'd like to see in a blue shirt?
Yeah, definitely. You know, I think at this point, you know, I do think things are looking up a little bit, but we're in a situation where we need to gamble. Yeah. So I do think it could be a player that we see Chelsea sign in January.
Do you know what? It's interesting that you mentioned a gamble there because I agree. I think that we do need to start, you know, rolling the dice a bit. Yeah. And that brings me on to Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Yeah. I was very disappointed that he only played a half the other week. Yeah. Was hauled off at half time. I thought that he was going to be given a bit of a consistent run in the team. Yeah. And it was a shame that he didn't get a look in the Ukraine. And we played well in the Ukraine, but it's his kind of game.
He wasn't in the squad against Kiev. Now listen, Mourinho's made this criticism of him in the past. He brought him off after 45 minutes, and he actually said to the press after the game, Loftus-Cheek needs to look at himself, compare himself to the others, and realise why he got brought off at half time.
Harsh, so harsh.
Mourinho doesn't think that he made the defensive contribution that he's looking for in that position.
It's obsessed with the defensive contribution.
He is. You know, in this system Mourinho plays, literally every player needs to be contributing to all phases of play. Personally, I agree with you. I think it's a little harsh on the face of it. I think it could be a case of Mourinho constantly, you know, reaffirming and trying to hone him.
Do you know what though, Charlie? I think it's really harsh to judge a forward-thinking player by their defensive qualities. Like Juan Mata is a very good example here. We got rid of Juan Mata because he didn't contribute enough to the back line. Yeah. It'd be like saying Azpilicueta doesn't score enough goals.
I can see where you're coming from. Obviously, Mata and Loftus-Cheek are very different players. Loftus-Cheek, I think, is one Mourinho wants to see as a real kind of Essien type box to box. So he will have to make those tackles and do that. Do that job. But, you know, I'm not worried about Loftus-Cheek's prospect long-term at all.
Cool. Do you know what, speaking about Mourinho, what's going on? He's been fined by an Arsenal fan.
Yeah.
Sort of a bit of a joke, really.
He's been fined £50,000 and he's got a one-match stadium ban, suspended ban, so obviously he, you know...
So what's that mean? One more transgression and he's out?
Basically, he's on 12 months probation and he'll be banned for a game.
He's bound over, I believe that's called.
Now Chelsea are absolutely furious with the FA on this. They think basically it's one rule for Wenger, one rule for Mourinho. Now that's not been helped by Nicholas Stewart, who's a sports lawyer, being on the panel that have decided this award. Now it's a little bit of a stretch, you know. There's nothing in it for these guys to be biased whatsoever, but it's just...
Well, there is if he's an Arsenal fan.
It's just a fun little story, really. You know, I mean, the guys are professional, but Chelsea are not happy about it. They've made it known.
How do you feel about that? I think there's something in this, but you seem quite dismissive of it.
Not dismissive of it. I mean, Chelsea certainly aren't dismissive of it, but, you know, generally, I mean, what does that guy have to lose to be... He's got everything to lose by being biased.
You guys comment below. Let me know, what do you think here? Because I don't think it's right. Something doesn't sit comfortably with an Arsenal fan running rule over the Chelsea manager's prospects. And Charlie doesn't think it's such an issue. He thinks that the guy's enough of a consummate professional to get on with his job. Comment below, let me know what you think, because I'm interested to gauge Chelsea fans' opinions on this one. The only thing I need to talk to you about now, Robert Lewandowski.
Yeah, now, don't get too excited. I mean, for me, Robert Lewandowski, at the minute, is the best out-and-out striker in the world. Doubt. I mean, he is incredible. You know, unfortunately, didn't score against Arsenal, but, you know, never mind.
Sort it out.
Chelsea have tried to sign Lewandowski in 2010. Carlo Ancelotti said we reported this on Wednesday. Carlo Ancelotti said he was obsessed with trying to get Lewandowski to Chelsea back when he was Chelsea manager. He actually tried to get him again for Real Madrid. I mean, for me, that would have been so exciting to see Lewandowski over the past 5 years, because he was fantastic for Dortmund, and now he's been fantastic for Bayern Munich as well. So, you know,
it's the one that got away, isn't it?
It really is the one that got away. Obviously, you know, Chelsea have had some fantastic strikers, but I think if we had Lewandowski in this team now, I don't
Goals
think,
galore, isn't it?
I don't think we'd be in the predicament we are.
The one that got away. Shame. Guys, as always, please comment below. Let us know what you think about this. And if you enjoyed this video, why not click the subscribe button? And remember, we're the champions. They are not. Go on, you Blues.